Hey guys, it's Gary. It is 2 o'clock on December 4th, so it's time for Gary's Good News Only. You know, I was listening to the radio the other day, and the guy was talking about some a media survey they had done. When it comes to talking about COVID, 91% of the stories in the U.S. media is negative. Compare that to 54% the rest of the world. So it tells us everybody needs a little good news because we sure as heck aren't getting that from the media. So I want to give y'all the good news. The good news today, if you haven't looked at the stock market, go look at it. 30,138.69. 30,000 points. It's already over today. That's unbelievable. If you don't understand why that's unbelievable, go look at your 401k, go look at your investments, go look at any money that you've put away and look how that money is growing now in cases 10, 13, 15%. It's unbelievable this last quarter, the amount of growth you should see in your financial savings. That's great, great news. In November, 245,000 new jobs were added to the economy. Not as many as we'd like to have, but considering that California, New York, and all these other states have completely locked down, that's good. I just did a closing today with a lady from the out west who said she was moving here because her state is completely locked down. Her husband's lost his job, and their children can't go to school, so they're moving to South Carolina, where we're a lot more reasonable and where they can work and they can have their kid in school. So because Fauci says we all should be back in school, there's no reason to keep us out of school now. So great news. People are moving here. I'm telling you, we do more and more closings because of people moving here looking for the ability to work and go to school. So that's good news. Now, as the vaccine, let's talk about what's going on with COVID. Danny Hood sent me some stats from the CDC. In December, they're expecting 40 million vaccines to be available, which means 20 million people will receive the vaccination. In January, 60 million vaccines will be available, which means 30 additional million people. And by February, 100 vaccines will be available, 100 million, which means an additional 50 million people. So we could have 100 million people vaccinated, which is a little less than a third, almost a third of our country having the vaccine by the end of February, which is incredible considering probably a third of us have already had the virus. So that makes about 2/3 of people being immune. However, they also said that Pfizer and Moderna, their production schedule could be even better than that. And there's another vaccine, Johnson & Johnson, they believe might get approved during that time, which could add even millions more. So hopefully by the end of February, half the people in this country can have the vaccine that want to take it. Last thing is coronavirus. According to the CDC, you no longer have to quarantine if you for 14 days if you come into contact with somebody with COVID. It's 7 days if you've been exposed and have had a negative test. It's 10 days if you have just quarantined. So no more 14-day quarantines for just exposure. 10 days if you don't get the test. 7 days if you get the test and it comes back negative. So great news. Hope everybody has a wonderful weekend and look forward to seeing y'all real soon.